one feel a bit different?
Yeah, it's a bit different. Something new, I think, with the job. Every week there's something else that pops up, so it's exciting to lead the club in my first showdown.
You're hoping, obviously, it doesn't come as close as last time? The first one you played?
Yeah, well, it obviously would be better than the last one we played last year, so yeah, I think getting the win no matter what would be nice.
How do you reflect on Saturday afternoon?
Yeah, a bit frustrating and disappointing, I think. Between our sort of best footy and our worst footy, the gap was too big, and going into round one as well was the same. So yeah, I think just a bit frustrated. We'll review it today and see what we can work on. But yeah, I think there's a few key areas.
Yeah, what are the key areas?
I think our sort of whole team defence, especially in that second quarter, really hurt us, and then stopping the run, going back to sort of the basics of footy and not trying to win sort of in that moment and just sort of counting your losses a bit, especially in that second quarter where they got a run on. We just need to stem the flow a bit.
Stopping that run was something you were able to do in pre-season, and then that for a hot start, and you were able to arrest that. Why do you think you haven't been able to do that now for a couple of weeks with the
I think it's probably got to do with some of our personnel a bit younger and understanding the game, what's happening in the game, and sort of and thinking about what we sort of need to do. And then as leaders, I think we need to be better as well, and stepping up in those moments and sort of taking charge of the group. And but yeah, it's obviously stuff that we're working on, and we're going to keep talking through it and get more clarity on it as well.
Do you think you got wrong going in so small?
Nah, I don't think so. No. I'll back our team in no matter what. The 22 that are on the field, we have full confidence in that we're going to get the win.
So I guess is there going to be a big focus on goal kicking this week, given it's been it's the highest kicking for like a couple of weeks?
Yeah, well, if you guys are at training, we do a lot of goal kicking, so it's not so much the training. It's I haven't seen sort of where the shot chart is, but might be something to do with sort of where we're taking our shots, our shot selection. But yeah, we'll work through that stuff, and I'm sure we'll turn it around.
Jordan, Port's a big momentum team at times too. When they get a run, they can be hard to stop. Who do you look to? What sort of mechanisms do you put into place if they are able to get a run?
Yeah, I think it's stuff that we'll be talking through this week, especially. After the last couple of weeks, we've had two teams get run on, so for us it's probably more myself, Smithy dudes down back, and then obviously Lairdy, Sloaney, those guys in the mid and the forwards, and everyone sort of stepping up in their role and having clarity on what we're doing in the moment is more important.
Emotionally, is this one different? Does this feel different to a regular game? You played a couple of the players. Is this one a much different way?
I think so. I think, like Tommy touched on it, I think the build-up and the rivalry and the fan base, it does split families in half, and it's an exciting week for the town, and it's something that you obviously want to go in. And growing up watching showdowns didn't really matter where the teams were on the ladder. It was always a tight game, so it's definitely one that you always look forward to and check the schedule of when the first showdown will be. So I think all the players are really excited to play in the showdowns for sure.
You got any good showdown memories as a kid? What was one you looked at? Do you remember?
One that initially probably stands out is the Monfrey's bounce. That one, which is obviously not a good one, but I think, like I said, all the showdowns, especially growing up and watching them at Amy Stadium, they were always sort of tight games, no matter where the teams were in the ladder.
We touched on before the build-up to the last showdown last year. When, as someone who grew up barracking for the Crows, what words comes to mind? What Adelaide?
Well, growing up as a Crows fan, I obviously disliked Port, and my family was a Crows family, so. But I've always had a lot of respect for them as well. The way they go about it is as a club and their team every week, especially playing against the Crows. It's always a tight game. So for me, I expect no different. They're a passionate bunch of players and fans. So especially being a Port home game, it'll be a big one, and I'm sure their fans will turn out.
How instrumental was that first moment last year and going in sort of this rapid development into becoming a leader in the group and also being a leader amongst the fans as well?
Well, I think for me, I would hope that it wouldn't take me to kick a goal after the siren to make me a leader. I think as a person, I'd like to think I would have done the same sort of thing throughout the year and been the same person I was. So it obviously sort of helped me settle into the town and into my role at the club. But in terms of a leader, I wouldn't say I would have changed too much, whether I kicked it or not.
How often do fans bring it up though?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. No, it's not the worst thing to get brought up sometimes.
How often do you watch it?
No, I haven't watched it for a long time. Tried to move on pretty quick.
How's Paddy?
Yeah, he's good. Yep. Saw him after the game, and he was obviously, he's obviously a bit rattled. Suffered pretty heavy concussion. So, but no, he's in good spirits now, and I'm sure I'll see him this morning and see how he's going.
Jordan, is anything wrong with Slaney on the weekend? Was he unwell, or he played sort of still 86-87% of game time? There was a bit of chat for a game he might have been under the weather. Was he okay?
As far as I'm concerned, he was fine. Yeah.